I read chapter 3, and chapter 3 basically deals with, taking action when you see somebody violating a certain rule or principle, in your field. It follows, David Calvert. He is a photographer, um, and basically he was at like a sporting event and he saw a guy who took pictures for a magazine, and he saw him like editing a picture in Photoshop. I guess he edited out a player in the background to make the picture that he took look better. And so, photo editor, aside from David, he noticed this first and he wrote a blog about it, and that sort of led to the wire service that the photographer took the picture of to take action. But then the photographer sort of, he like lied about the situation and said that he accidentally sent that photo and that he only did the edit to like show his friend how easy it would be to do that. And honestly, just at face value, that's a really weird excuse. But like everybody was basically kind of going like, oh, I guess that makes sense, it's an honest mistake. And then but David, he was like, no, 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 that's you're lying, you're fibbing. And so that he sort of started questioning whether or not he should do something about it. And yeah, so then David, he went to a friend of his who was a photo editor also, apart from the photo editor that wrote the blog post. And then he sort of he went to him and he told him his story, and then asked his friend to relay the message to the wire service, whom the photographer sent the photo to. And yeah, and then basically the guy's contract was terminated and all of his pictures were taken down because it's very suspect that that even those weren't faked. Yeah, I think my takeaway from this chapter is that, yeah, it's pretty important to keep those people in your field, or I guess this is talking specifically about media, of course, especially media actually. It's pretty important that you keep the other people in your field in check, I guess, or at least hold them to account, or if they do dishonest things or spread misinformation. Like I think David was completely valid in his approach to doing this. I think he would have even been valid if he was more aggressive, like if he, set out to disprove this himself. Like, I don't necessarily think it would have been a thing of him trying to gain attention or anything like that. Like the truth, if the truth is on your side, that's always going to be a valid excuse, So yeah, and I think the what was it called, the Pelican box, I think it was called, no, the Potter box. I think that's those are a solid 4 steps to look at your situation, evaluate it, sort of apply your own ethics and principles, or your own values and principles to it, and then sort of then decide what you're going to do. I think that's a pretty decent thought process that you can pretty much apply to any situation.